Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Larry. Today we're going to talk about time. Time. Time changes when you retire. Usually I'm a very nuts and bolts kind of guy, but today this is strictly a subjective thing that we're going to talk about. Time definitely changes when you retire. We're going to talk about 7 things that changed for me, and the last one is definitely me all the way around. But leave in the comments how you've noticed things change for you as far as time. Uh, you know, First thing I noticed, we go from a structured environment to a very flexible environment as far as time. Most of you were working one day and not working the next, and that's the way it is for most people. Mine was not like that. Mine was I phased out over 2 or 3 years, and you'd think that would be easy, but it wasn't. Actually, I think in some ways it's harder because I never knew when the end was going to be there. I never saw the end. So it took me several months. Last big job I did was in April of this year. And that was a 4 day job. It about killed me. And I decided then I couldn't do it anymore. Even though I enjoyed my work, I enjoyed the money I made, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I decided to hang it up. And then my schedule got very, very flexible over the next several months. Uh, and I've noticed times kind of the days kind of blur together. I don't know if y'all notice it. How many times have you said, "I wonder what day it is"? I wonder what I ask myself that question almost every morning when I get up. What day is it? Because unless you have something somewhere you have to be that day, you kind of lose track of the days. They kind of blur together. Well, one of the only ways that I can keep track of time is my workouts. I do weights on Monday and Thursday, and I do cardio on Tuesday and Friday. And so, okay, I did cardio today, so today must be Tuesday. Well, even that gets messed up because we are flexible in retirement. My legs were a little creaky yesterday, so I didn't do cardio, but I did go today, and I'll do weights tomorrow. So I do know what day it is. Have you ever noticed that time is kind of slowing down? Seems like it's slowing down sometimes. It's not time that's slowing down. I'm the one who's slowing down. You're the one who's slowing down. Time is time. It's all measured the same way. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I don't get in a hurry about anything anymore. Everything is slow. I walk a little slower. I drive a little slower. I eat a little slower. I do everything a little bit slower. In fact, I was just coming back from somewhere, and I got behind this little 2 lane road, a hilly road, and I was behind a mail truck. Of course, he's stopping at every mailbox, and 20 years ago, I'd have been in a big hurry to get around him so I could get to where I wanted to go. But today, it's just like, no, it doesn't bother me in the least. So I just waited, and then he turned around. It was all good. But I don't do anything fast, and I don't get in a hurry about anything. One thing I've noticed is speed changes. Not time, but speed changes with the time. One of the things I used to do that I can't do anymore is backpack. I've backpacked all over the tri-state area. It used to be one of my passions. I forgot to put that in a video I did the other day about things I can't do anymore, but I backpacked everywhere. Really, my most enjoyable place is Hoosier National Forest. It's about 3.5 hours from where I live. And I just really love to go there. But I did notice even 20 years ago, I'd be backpacking. I'd go like on a 3 day or a long weekend backpacking trip, and I'd get back to my van after those 3 days, and I was tired, and that van looked really nice, so I wouldn't have to walk anymore and lug this pack around. But then I got out on the highway. The highway was real close. I get out on the highway, and I noticed people were just flying by me. Why? Because the speed limit was 65 and Larry was going 50 because it felt like I was flying after walking. So speed changes a little bit. And sometimes the days themselves can seem to drag by, but the weeks and the months, they seem to fly by. Let me know how you guys deal with all this stuff, because the weeks and the months go by fast, but sometimes the days just drag by. One of the things that we do is uh, time. When we have a lot of time on our hands, we have tend to reflect on the past, and I'm okay with that as long as we don't live in the past. Um, I have this saying that the older we get, the better we used to be. The older we get, the better we used to be. It's like my wife and I'll be watching basketball on TV or something just for a few minutes. I don't watch full games or anything. I'm not that big a sports fan. I do like to watch it a little bit because I did play in college. And some guy will make some fantastic dunk shot or something, and I'll say, "Yeah, I remember when I used to do that." And she'll look at me. She said, "Larry, I was there. You never did that." And she's right. But have you noticed with some people, the older they get, the better they used to be? Your perspective changes. Your perspective changes for sure. Now, our health and energy changes our concept of time because our health, we're more focused on that. Our energy levels are not what they were 20 or 30 years ago, sometimes even 5 years ago. And it totally changes us. Uh, for example, traffic. Uh, you know, we don't get in a hurry. We don't get in a hurry. I coast up the stop signs. But our energy and our mindset just changes with time. Now, here's the one that always gets me. This is the one that I can totally relate to, and that is more seasonal. My time changes during the seasons. Okay, it's fall now. It's late fall. It's early fall. But I'm thinking, okay, what do I have to do to make sure the outside's ready? Outside of the house is ready for spring. Oh, my gutter's clean. Check. Have I got everything taken care of that I need to outside? I think I do, but I'm not sure. But that's fall. Now, in the winter, I make sure that the inside's taken care of and everything's squared away there. But during the winter, we're probably thinking about spring because we have time and the seasons are changing. And I think about, okay, this spring, what am I going to do? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do this. I am going to do that. So it changes with the season. And then summertime, we do think ahead. I think we do think ahead what we're going to do next summer. I've already got a few plans that I wanted to do this year, uh, but I'm going to have to put them off till next summer. We just didn't get around to it. Although we are going on a slight adventure here in a couple days, which I'll share in a video here shortly. But anyway, if you got anything out of this, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what your concept of time, how your concept of time has changed in retirement. We all look at things differently. Sometimes I don't know what day it is. Sometimes, my wife she'll go a full day and not know even what day it is. Sometimes even the month, because I'm the keeper of the calendar and the whole thing. And so I let her know on a day-to-day basis what she's got going on tomorrow. Anyway, if you got anything out of this, like, share, subscribe. But until we meet again, I'm going to continue to press on towards that goal.